Hi, True Crew. How you doing? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you find some value in it. If you're new to the channel, once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you find great value. That's not only going to help you, but help those around you. Don't forget to follow on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. The podcast is out there. Check out the website. Get your free download: Setting Goals, Fitness, and Nutrition. All the links are down below in the description box. Sorry, my eye is itching. My allergies have been killing me these last couple days. The first time I've gotten allergies this bad this year, which is good because it's already August. Uh, but the three main reasons why you're alone, and if you can fix these, then you won't be alone anymore, right? So the three main reasons. The number one is a good reason, right? Because sometimes you need to isolate yourself from others, right? And when you do this, you need to be doing it in a positive way, whether it's you're just cutting everybody out of your life real quick to get in shape, read some books, go on your spiritual journey, whatever it is, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I had to do. That's what happened when I first lost all of my weight. I cut all my friends out. I didn't hang out with none of them for like 3 months after I had lost like 30 pounds already. Then I started hanging out with them again when I got, another 3 months when I lost another 25 pounds. And, just slowly kind of eased myself back into it just because I was sick of life and the way I was going. So number one is you're isolating yourself. And that's fine, but in isolating yourself, are you actually doing something positive and not just feeling sorry for yourself? And if you're doing that, then it's okay to be alone. But if you're just sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, you need to get off your butt and do something. Okay? Make a difference. Number two is you're pushing people away from you. And this is what I'm talking with my fiance about right now. She's getting a new, she just got a new job. So she's kind of stressed out that, with the new training programs and things like that, having to learn a few new things, getting to know new coworkers. And in reality, it's you're pushing people away and you're afraid to open up to them. That's the big thing. You're afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to open up and never be afraid to say something stupid because it's going to happen no matter what, right? That's just the way it goes. And in reality, I think that's when you need to embrace it the most. When you can make when you can make those stupid mistakes early on, that's usually a good sign, right? That's when they say, when you hear a lot of people talk about, not a lot of people, well, a lot of people, they'll talk about like their first date with the love of their life, their wife of 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and the first date just went horribly wrong, right? Like in the movie Hitched, right? When he took that girl, Eva Mendes, whatever her name is, in the movie, on a date, and he like kicks her in the head when he's trying to get his foot over the sea-doo, and then he takes her to see her grandfather's signature, and it come to find out he was like a mass murderer, right? Everything went wrong, but at the beginning, but in reality, they ended up being perfect for each other. So if it's someone where you are, making mistakes and sounding goofy or stupid, it's probably because it's going to be a good relationship. That's one thing I would say right there. So one, you're secluding yourself, and you're either doing great things with it, or you're just really depressed and you need to step your game up and start improving yourself. Two, you're pushing others away. Three, and the final one, is you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people, right? We've got to understand that just because they're your friends now doesn't mean they're going to be your friends later. We all have different directions that we need to go in life, and that's something that I'm dealing with right now. But it is what it is. If they're important, you'll make time for them. I've tried to make time, and it just doesn't seem to be working. I don't hold grudges for it. I probably did at the beginning, but hey, that's just the way it is. And people change, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing wrong with letting people go in life. There's nothing wrong with, finding new friends. The one thing I'll say is a gift, the reason why you should never keep friends that you are just not clicking with anymore in your life is because that's what God gave you family for. God gave you family for the people to be around you that you might not agree with, but you got to see eye to eye with, right? And that's what I think God gave you family for, to understand the difficulties of being in relationships with people that you don't see eye to eye with. That's what God gave you family for. God gave you friends for people to be there to, teach you and to help you grow with as well. So I think friends and family have two different two different reasons for being in your life, and I still didn't communicate that as well as I wanted to, but I need to make a video on that. So I'm gonna have to think about that, and make a video about that. But that's number 3, right? You're just surrounding yourself with the wrong people, and if you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people, you're gonna feel lonely because you're not around anybody that you're truly making real connections with. So there you go. Those are the 3 things. The 3 reasons why you're lonely. 3 reasons why you feel like there's nobody there for you. And if you can figure out which stage you're in, then you're going to be able to find that happiness and find those people that add value to your life. You're going to be able to add value to people's lives. And sometimes we've got to understand that we're only in people's life for a season or 2 or 3. And then it's time to let them go. Unless you've made those vows of forever and ever, I do, it might be time to move on, because I'm a firm believer that you should not be divorcing. There's got to be a way to get through it. I don't know. I'm going to be married here in the next over a year probably. I'm engaged now. And now I'm going to have to practice what I preach. I'm going to have to step up to, I've made a lot of videos on relationships, and I've got to be able to start, living that and preaching that as well. So it's easy to preach. It's easy to teach. You got to do it, right? And now I'm going to have to step up and live that. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there. Subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.